We are here with the subject OC, and we have already completed chapter number 1, right? So we are starting the chapter number 2, that is functions of management. Okay. Now, what is meant by management, and that we have already studied in first chapter also. Okay. So management is defined by different people. Okay. So according to L.A. Allen, okay. So what L.A. Allen says, he says management is what manager does. What is management is what manager does. Right now, we will we will management is what manager does. Now, in order to achieve the organizational goals, there are various functions that manager has to perform. Okay, so what are those functions? They are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating. So there are different functions which a manager has to perform in order to achieve a goal. Okay, so whatever functions a manager performs, that is nothing but it is a called as a management. So management is basically whatever work is done by the manager. Okay, now what according to Luther Gulick, now what Luther Gulick has uh, done, he has given a keyword. Okay, so this management function, for this management function, he has given a keyword, and that is called as POSDCOP. It is POSDCOP. So what is POSDCOP? So POSDCOP is nothing but it is a keyword for the management functions. Okay, where P stands for planning. Okay, so if you will see over here, P stands for planning, O stands for organizing. O stands for organizing. S stands for staffing. S stands for staffing. D stands for directing. Okay. O stands for coordinating. CO stands for coordinating. R stands for reporting, and B stands for budgeting. Okay, so this management functions, it has been given a keyword by Luther Kulik. Okay, so that is called as POSDCO. Okay, now in this function, this reporting and budgeting, that is R and B, these two functions have been summarized, and it is called by a new name that is called as controlling. Okay, so the reporting and budgeting, these two functions of management, they have been summarized in the function, in a new function, and that function is called as controlling. Okay, so what are the how many functions are there? There are around 6 functions, management functions, that a manager has to perform in order to achieve an objective, in order to achieve the goal of the organization. Okay, now what are they? It's planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. So controlling is the summarized form of which function? Reporting and budgeting. Okay, so 6 functions of management you will going to study in this chapter, functions of management. Okay, now we will start with the very first function, that is planning. Okay, now before starting with planning, I will just let you know that in this chapter you will going to learn about the meaning, definition, and importance of each functions. Okay, so there are 6 functions. So So for planning, it's meaning, definition, and importance. Then organizing, meaning, definition, and importance. Okay. So in the whole chapter, you will going to learn the meanings and the importance of each function. Okay. So today we are going to start with the very first function, that is planning. Now, what is planning? Okay, now planning is basically, it is a basic function of management. Okay, the very basic function of management, and other functions of management, they basically based on planning. Okay, so if there will be no planning, then it's not possible for the other functions to perform. Okay, so planning is a basic function, and every function, other function of management, it basically depends on planning. So if there is no planning, no other functions can be performed. Okay, what is planning? Planning is nothing but deciding in advance. Planning is deciding in advance what to decide, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who is to do it. Now, the next is importance of planning. Now, why planning is important? Okay, very first importance is it helps to set clear objectives. Okay, now planning is basically concerned with setting objectives, targets, and formulating plans to achieve them. It helps manager to analyze the present condition of the organization, and on that basis to identify the ways of attaining the desired position in future. So what planning does, it basically helps the organization to set an objective, to set a target, to prepare a plan, to formulate a plan in order to achieve those objectives, to goals of the organization. So planning is important because it helps to set a clear objective. Okay, if there is no objective, then what will the manager will going to perform, right? So if there is no planning, there will be no ob objectives. Okay, there will be no clear objectives कि business को, organizations को करना क्या है, right? So if there is planning, then it is clear for the organization, because planning helps to set the clear objectives, the clear targets, and the planning to achieve these objectives. Okay, the second is provides path of action. Now planning ensures that goals or objectives are clearly stated. प्लानिंग क्या करता है, हेल्प करता है कि जो भी गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं बेटा वो क्या है, प्रॉपरली और क्लियरली स्टेट करता है, बताता है कि दीज आर योर गोल्स, एंड इट इवन हेल्प्स टू प्रोवाइड द गाइडेंस to achieve this objectives. Okay, so planning it ensures the goals also, वो कंपनी के गोल्स को क्लियरली स्टेट करता है, एज वेल एज उस गोल्स को किस तरह अचीव करना है, राइट? उसके लिए वो आपको एक प्रॉपर गाइडेंस भी प्रोवाइड करता है. ओके, दे एक्ट एज अ गाइड, दे प्रोवाइड डायरेक्शन फॉर डूइंग द राइट थिंग्स एट द राइट टाइम विथ राइट वे, राइट? सो इफ आई एम हैविंग अ प्रॉपर प्लानिंग, मुझे पता है दीज आर माय गोल्स, ओके, एंड मुझे पता है कि हाउ आई कैन एबल टू अचीव दिस goals. Okay, so these both things are possible because of planning. Because of planning, my goals, my objectives are clear, and because of planning, my path of action, which means how to achieve those goals, it is also gets clear. So planning helps to set your objectives, right? And even it helps to provides you act as a guidance, act as a guide in order to achieve those objectives. Okay, the next is planning improves performance. Now, how a planning improves the performance of employees. Now, planning helps the manager basically to help to improve the performance of employees by establishing clear objectives and selecting a course of action, so which we have already saw. First, clear objectives. हमारे objectives clear करता है. What the if my objectives are clear, then it will be very easy for me to achieve those objectives, right? Second is it also provides the path to achieve those objectives. Okay, so if these two things are clear, then it's very easy to perform well, right? So what planning does, it helps the employees to improve their performance because it helps the manager to establish a clear objective and the path of action to achieve those objectives. So these two things helps the manager, which helps the employees to work properly, to work efficiently, right? So planning improves performance of the employees because it helps the manager to establish a clear objectives and clear path of action in front of the employees. Okay. Next is minimizes the risk. Now, how planning minimizes the risk? So as we already saw, in planning is basically based on forecasting technique. Okay, that is future, right? जो भी planning किया जाता है वो किसको ध्यान में रख के किया जाता है? Future को ध्यान में रख के. Okay, so it is a process of looking into future and anticipating the future changes. Okay, so whatever task which is decided in advance to be performed, planning shows a way. Okay, so if any problems which might rises, okay, in future, if there is a proper planning, then a manager will able to find out that uncertain events which might fall in the future. Okay, so if there is no planning, then what will happen? Whatever problem which might arise in the future, that cannot be known to the manager, right? So if there is proper planning, तो क्या होगा? अगर future में कोई भी risk, कोई भी uncertain events आने वाले हैं, तो वो advance में ही manager को पता चल जाएगा, right? So that helps the manager to minimizes the risk because the risk cannot be eliminated totally, right? But if there is a proper planning, then manager will be able to at least minimize the risk which may occur in the future, right? So planning helps the manager to minimizes the risk, right? Next is optimum utilization of resources. Now everyone knows what is optimum utilization of resources, right? So whatever resources is there for in the organization, it should be used to the optimum level, which means there should be less wastages, right? So now how planning enables for optimum utilization of resources? Now, organizational plans are prepared by taking into consideration whatever the resources are there and whatever resources they have collected in order to perform the various activities. Okay, so it also planning, what planning does, it facilitates the optimum utilization of resources, which brings higher efficiency and better results. Okay, so if I'm having a proper planning, it's very clear for me how much resources can be used for a particular activities. Okay, so a number of activities has to be performed. So if I'm having a proper planning, it will be an easy for me to use the resources which are there with me to a proper and optimum level. Okay, so planning helps to use the resources to the optimum level because it helps you to avoid the wastages of resources because of planning. So these are the 5 importance of planning. I hope this much is clear to you. If this is clear, I want everyone to thumbs up. I want thumbs up from everyone. You can, I only got 1 thumbs up. 2 others. If you're having any queries, any doubt related to any point, you can mention those in the chat. The chat is there for you. If you're having any question related to the chapter, you can ask that. Others, I didn't got any thumbs up. I got only 2-3 thumbs ups. Others, see it's there on your screen itself. Participant के place यहाँ पे. You can see. Okay, so no. Okay, so I had got many thumbs up. So we can continue further. So these are the 5 importance of planning. The next is the 6th one. Now what planning helps? It helps in decision making. Now there are n number of decisions that has to be taken by the manager. Okay, and they are also having n number of alternatives. They are having various options, various alternatives also. So in order to select the proper and correct decision is very important for the manager in order to achieve the goal and in order to get more benefit. Okay, so planning, what it does, it helps the management, it helps the manager to select the best alternative by considering all the positive and negative outcomes of all the alternatives, because there are many alternatives which is there in front of manager, which decision I should take. Okay, and these decisions can be perfect, can be good only if the or manager will going to have a proper planning. Okay, so proper planning helps the manager to select the best alternatives. Okay, to take the correct decisions. Okay, in order to achieve the goals of the organization. Next is useful in setting the standards for controlling. Now planning sets a standards for controlling. Okay, so the actual performance can be compared with the standard deviations. Okay, with the standard performance. Okay, so actual performance which can be compared with the standard performance. Okay, so such deviations can be bridged by taking controlling steps. Therefore planning provides basis for control. It also important for maintaining discipline at working place of organizations. Okay, so if there is a proper planning, then what can be done, the actual performance can be compared with the standard performance. Okay, so what exactly planning does, it sets a standards for controlling, which helps the manager to control the uh, work, the employees, to control the activities of the organization which is there. Okay, and it also helps to maintain the discipline at the working place. If there is no controlling, then what will happen, the things will not going to work properly. Okay, so controlling is very important, and controlling is done only when there will be a proper plan. So planning sets standards for controlling so that the performance can be measured, the actual performance can be measured with the standard performance of the employees. Next is facilitates coordination of all activities. Now, planning facilitates the coordination of activities. So there are many activities, right? There are activities होते हैं organization में, and all activities of the business organization, they are closely linked with each other. Okay, which is considered in the process of planning. Okay, so if there is a sound planning, okay, so what sound planning does, it interrelates all the activities and resources of the organization. Thus various departments, as per the overall plan and coordinations, it can able to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, so जो भी activities होती हैं, whatever departments are there in the organizations, they have to work in coordinations. Okay, जितनी भी activities होती है उनको coordination में ही work करना है, and it is possible if there will be a sound planning, if there will be a proper planning, because proper planning interrelates, coordinates all the activities and resources of the organizations. Next is facilitates other management functions. So other management functions, that is organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating. So these are the other management functions. So every organization functions towards achieving a goal, and goal is set at the planning stage. तो जितने भी functions हैं, सभी functions का aim क्या है, is to achieve the goal. But if they cannot be worked if there will be no proper planning, because planning is the basic function. Okay, so if the unless the plan is not ready, the other functions, they cannot be undertaken, they cannot be performed. Okay, so facilitates other function, so other functions can be performed if there will be a proper planning, right? The next and the last is promotes innovative ideas. As I already said, planning is a basic function of management. Okay, so it is a process of decision making which involves promotion of innovative ideas after critical thinking. Ultimately, this innovative plans results into attainment of the goals of the organization. So when there is a planning, which means what exactly, there might be many innovative ideas that came that might come, and a proper decision will be taken in order to achieve the goals of the organization. So it is the most challenging activity for the management as it guides all future actions leading to growth and prosperity of the organizations. So planning promotes innovative ideas. If there is a planning, okay, then n number of ideas that occurs, okay, and it helps to uh, create innovations. It helps to promote innovative ideas. Because of these innovative plans, it results to achieve the goals of the organization. So it's a very challenging activity for the management, because planning is done as it is a guidance for future actions. Okay, so if there will be no proper planning, then the uh, objectives of the organizations cannot be achieved, right? So planning helps to promote the innovative ideas. Okay, so these are the 10 importance of planning that we have studied. Okay, I hope this all the 10 points are clear to you. Any doubt is there till now? If it's clear to you, I want everyone, if it's clear, I want everyone to write yes in the chat. Okay, so I want everyone to write yes. Stay like. Okay, so no doubt here till now. Okay, so then we can proceed further. Okay, so we have done with the first function of management, that is planning. Okay, now the next function of management is organizing, right? So planning is the first function, the basic function of management. The next function is organizing. Now what is organizing? Organizing is the process of identifying, bringing the required resources together, such as men, money, material, machine, and method, grouping and arranging them properly for achieving the objectives. Okay, so जितने भी functions हैं उनका main motive क्या है? Is to achieve the objectives of the, is to achieve the goals of the organization, right? Now the second function is organizing. Now what exactly organizing is? It is a process जहाँ पर जो भी resources हैं, जैसे man, money, material, machine, method, these are the resources. इन resources को identify किया जाता है. They have been identified, and then they are bring together. Okay, then after bringing, they are grouped. Okay, and they have been arranged in a proper manner so that the organizational objectives can be achieved. तो organize करना means to identify करना. Identify किसको करना है? Resources को identify करना, उनको साथ में लेके आना, they have to be bring together. Okay, they are to be grouped, right? They are this resources has to be arranged in a proper way so that the organizational objectives can be achieved. Okay, now what are the importance of organizing? Now why organizing is important? So हमने already planning देखा. Planning is important because if there will be no planning, then the other functions cannot be performed. Okay, and now why organizing is important? So organizing is basically concerned with grouping and assigning the organizational activities among different departments and workforce. Okay, तो जो भी resources collect करके आते हैं उसको group करते हैं. इसके अलावा what organizing does, it groups and assigns जो भी organizational activities हैं उनको different departments में what they do, they group them, they assign them so that the organizational objectives can be achieved. Okay, so one by one we will going to see the importance of organizing. The very first is facilitate administration as well as operation. Okay, so administration means grouping and assigning the activities. Okay, so एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का मतलब क्या है, जहाँ पे जो भी एक्टिविटीज है उनको ग्रुप किया जाता है, ठीक है, उनको ग्रुप में डिवाइड किया जाता है और उसके बाद में उसे असाइन किया जाता है टू द डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स. ओके, एंड व्हाट इज ऑपरेशन? ऑपरेशन मीन्स जो भी प्रोसेस किया जाता है या वी कैन से एग्जीक्यूशन. ओके, सो जो भी एक्टिविटीज है उनको अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट्स में, अलग अलग सेक्शंस में डिवाइड किया जाता है और उसके बाद में उनको प्रॉपर्ली एग्जीक्यूट किया जाता है. राइट, सो दिस इज पॉसिबल इफ देयर विल बी अ प्रॉपर organizing. Okay, because organizing what does, it groups the activities. Okay, and then activities, they assign the activities to the different departments and then these activities have been executed, they have been performed. Okay, so this is possible if there will be a proper organizing in the organizations. Okay, so due to proper grouping of the task and the employees, there will be an increase in production, there will be a reduction in wastages, right, and it helps to achieve the organizational goals in a very effective and efficient way. Okay, so organizing facilitates administration as well as operation of the organization. Okay, next is brings specialization. Okay, अब किस तरह organizing specialization bring करता है? Okay, so as we divide the work into different units, into different departments, then what happens, जैसे ही work divide हो जाता है, then the work can be done in a more proper way. Okay, so जैसे ही हम वो काम proper way में करते हैं, it ultimately brings specialization in the activities. So we have already saw in the principles of management, right? First, division of work. First principle is division of work leads to specialization, right? So organizing, what it does, it divides the work into different units, into different departments, and because of this division of work, proper division of work, what the activities that are there in the organizations, they are performed well, and it ultimately brings specialization in those departments, in those units. Okay, so organizing brings specialization. Okay, next is defines the jobs properly. Our organization, what it does, it helps to define the job properly, because what it helps in putting right men on right job, which can be done by selecting people for various departments according to their qualification, skill and experience. Okay, so if the person is, if a right person is been selected for a right job, then ultimately what will be happen, the work will be done more efficiently and it will be able to achieve the goals of the organizations, right? So this is what organizing helps. It helps in defining the jobs properly, which clarifies the role of every person. Okay, so organizing help करता है right person को right job दिलाने में as per their qualification, skills and experience, and ultimately if they are clear with their jobs, right, so the goals can be achieved more properly, right? So organizing defines the job properly. Next is clarifies authority and responsibility, right? So वापस वही point है कि what organizing does, it gives the right job to the right people, right? So every manager, as you know, there are different managers. Okay, if there's a finance manager, अलग-अलग department का अलग-अलग manager, right? So what organization does, it helps the manager to know their role. Okay, to know their power, right? So because of the organizing, the managers, they are very they are clear regarding to the to their powers, okay, and it also helps to well define their jobs and their responsibilities, which helps in bringing efficiency into managers working, right? So if I know this is the authority I am having, this is the power I am having, and then only I will able to do my able to perform my responsibilities properly, right? So this is possible if there is a proper organizing, because organizing help करता है manager को find out करने में कि what are the authorities they are having, so that they are able to perform their responsibilities well, right? Next is establishes coordination. So organizing function, it helps in establishing coordination among different departments of organizations, okay? So as we have saw in planning कि हर एक department एक दूसरे पे depend है, they are interrelated, right? So there should be a coordination between these departments. If there will be no coordinations, right, if there will be no proper relations, mutual cooperations among this, then the organizational goals cannot be achieved. Because जितने भी departments से जितने भी levels हैं, जितने भी activities हैं, सबका सब क्यों है? Its main motive is to achieve a goal. Okay, so they are interrelated with each other. So it's very important that there should be a proper coordination between all the departments which are there in the organization. So what organizing does, it helps, it creates a clear-cut relationship among positions, because it clearly divides the work, okay, it clearly divides the powers of the authorities to everyone, okay? So it helps to coordinate between all the departments and the different levels of management, so that the organization activities will going to be performed smoothly, right? So organizing establishes coordinations between all the departments and different levels of managers, right? Next point is helps for effective administration. Now, organizing functions determines different positions, departments, activities, and roles. They are properly and they are clearly structured. Okay? The utmost characteristical by placing right person in right job with right authorities and responsibilities. It is achieved through division of work and delegation of authorities. This all leads to efficient and effective administration. So हमने already first point में पढ़ा, right? So if the right person is given the right job with right authorities and right responsibilities, right? So what will be happen? Everything will going to be work properly, and it will able to achieve the organization goals in a more efficient and effective way, right? So सबसे important क्या है कि there should be whatever activities, whatever functions, whatever departments, their work should be divided in a proper way. Their authorities there should be given properly to the manager, so that they can able to perform the jobs properly, right? So organizing helps for effective administration. Next is helps for growth and diversification. Because of the clearly defined roles and responsibilities, अगर मुझे पता है कि this is my role और मुझे ये responsibility निभाना है, so what happens? It will be easy for me to coordinate with all the people, right? अगर मुझे पता है मेरा role क्या है, मेरा responsibility क्या है, तो ultimately मेरे लिए easy हो जाएगा in order to work properly, right? To work efficiently and helps the organization to grow well, right? So what organizing does, it helps to clearly define the roles and responsibilities of each uh, uh, employees of each manager in the organization, जिसके वजह से it helps the organization to grow well, and it also helps the organization to diversify themselves. Okay, so a proper organization structure, if there is a proper organization structure, then what will happen? Then then all the works of the all the aims of the organization can be achieved. Even the organization, they can grow well and they can even diversify themselves. Okay, next is create sense of security. Now what organization structure does, it clarifies the job position. वो बताता है आपको कि this is your job, okay, and you have to do this job only, right? So it clearly defines the jobs, it clearly defines the power. Okay, now what happens अगर मैं आपको कहूंगी कि this is your job and only you have to do this job. Okay, तो यहाँ पे what will happen, there will be a mental satisfaction कि भाई मुझे यही job करना है, मुझे इतना ही करना है, so my 100% focus will be there on that job. Okay, so एक क्यों, क्योंकि आई एम हैप्पी, आई एम सिक्योर कि मुझे यही जॉब करना है और मुझे इतना ही जॉब करना है, यही so I will going to give my 100% to do that job. Okay, so organizing what it does, it clarifies your job position, it clarifies your activities, because of which there is a sense of security. Okay, whether it's regarding to the time, right, whether it's regarding to the work pressure. Okay, वो एक security रहता है कि this is my work and I have to do this. ठीक है, मुझे कुछ और बाहर जाके कुछ extra नहीं करना है. Next is scope for innovation. Now organization functions, what it does, it clears the roles and activities जो हमें perform करनी है, right? Now employees, they can work by using their work ideas. जैसे अगर आप 10 लोग हो and I had given you some work, right? मैंने एक ही काम दिया है और सबको दिया है, right? और मैंने वो काम क्या किया है, एक ही काम सबको डिवाइड करके दे दिया है. अब क्या होगा, हर कोई वो काम अपने इनोवेटिव वे में, अपने इनोवेटिव आइडियाज यूज करके करेगा, राइट? सो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, बिकॉज ऑफ द डिविजन ऑफ वर्क, बिकॉज ऑफ द activities, division of activities, the employees, they can able to use their new ideas in order to complete that activity, right? So this provides the enough space to the manager to develop talent and flourish the knowledge. अब यहाँ पे क्योंकि manager what it does, it give the activities to their employees, and every employees they use their own innovative ideas, skills in order to complete that activities. So यहाँ पे manager, they are giving the space to the employees so that they can show that talent and they can flourish their knowledge also. Okay, so this is what scope for innovations. Next is helps in optimum utilization of resources, which we have already saw. ठीक है, जो हम already देख चुके हैं कि whatever resources which are there, okay, it should be used to an optimum level. जो हम planning में भी देख चुके हैं, even in the planning, if there is a proper planning, then जो भी resources है वो properly optimum level तक use किया जा सकता है, right? In the same manner, if there is a proper organization of the resources, then जो भी रिसोर्सेस है वो ऑप्टिमम लेवल तक यूज किया जा सकता है, राइट? सो दिस फंक्शन, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फंक्शन, व्हाट इट डज, इट प्रोवाइड्स डिफरेंट जॉब्स टू डिफरेंट एम्प्लॉयज अकॉर्डिंग टू द जॉब स्पेसिफिकेशन, राइट? तो जो जॉब उनको चाहिए वही जॉब वो उनको प्रोवाइड करता है. सो इफ आई एम गेटिंग अ जॉब which I want, okay, so ultimately what will happen, I will going to give my 100%, I will work efficiently, I will work effectively, so that there will be less wastages of resources, right? So if it is possible, if I will going to get the job which I want, so organizing help करता है to give the jobs, ठीक है, as per the skills and knowledge and experience of the employees, which ultimately helps the organization to achieve the goal, as the resources which are there with them, they can be used to the optimum level. Okay, so these are the 10 importance of organizing. Okay, these are the 10 importance of organizing. I hope all this 10 importance of organizing is clear to you. The space to the employees so that they can show their talent and they can flourish their knowledge also. Okay, so this is what scope for innovations. Next is helps in optimum utilization of resources, which we have already saw. ठीक है, जो हम already देख चुके हैं कि whatever resources which are there, okay, it should be used to an optimum level, जो हम planning में भी देख चुके हैं. Even in the planning, if there is a proper planning, then जो भी resources है वो properly optimum level तक use किया जा सकता है, right? In the same manner, if there is a proper organization of the resources, then जो भी resources है वो optimum level तक use किया जा सकता है, right? So this function, organization function, what it does, it provides different jobs to different employees according to the job specification, right? So जो job उनको चाहिए वही job वो उनको provide करता है. So if I am getting a job which I want, okay, so ultimately what will happen, I will going to give my 100%, I will work efficiently, I will work effectively, so that there will be less wastage of resources, right? So if it is possible, if I will going to get the job which I want, so organizing help करता है to give the jobs, ठीक है, as per the skills and knowledge and experience of the employees, which ultimately helps the organization to achieve the goal, as the resources which are there with them, they can be used to the optimum level. Okay, so these are the 10 importance of organizing. Okay, these are 10 importance of organizing. I hope all this 10 importance of organizing is clear to you. Okay, till here, any doubt is there? Okay, so I had got all the yes. So all these two functions, planning and organizing, I hope these two functions are clear to you, and the importance of these two functions. Okay, so in the next lecture, we will going to proceed with the other functions of management. Okay, so now on the basis of this,